What if the problem in your marriage isn't that you're together, but that you're so emotionally exhausted you can't see clearly? What if divorce isn't the only option left, but staying together right now is slowly destroying you both? Before you make a permanent decision, there's a powerful step many couples skip. If your relationship feels like a constant battlefield, would you really want to decide its future while you're both wounded, angry, and overwhelmed? When a relationship reaches a state of deep conflict, something painful happens. Every conversation spirals into an argument. The silence feels heavier than words. Small issues trigger massive emotional explosions. One partner feels unheard, disrespected, and emotionally abandoned. The other feels constantly criticized, like they're never good enough, and emotionally attacked. Slowly, both begin to suffer in silence. Sleep is disrupted. Anxiety skyrockets. Self-worth plummets. At this stage, the relationship is no longer a source of safety. It becomes a source of chronic stress. This isn't just a relationship problem anymore. It becomes a psychological injury. You stop recognizing yourself. You react instead of responding. You find yourself fighting to protect your ego, not the relationship itself. Many couples make a critical mistake here. They try to fix the relationship while they are emotionally flooded. But being flooded blocks everything you need to heal. Empathy, rational thinking, and self-awareness. In this state, divorce often feels like the only path to relief. But relief is not the same as clarity. So let me ask you something important. What if, instead of divorcing in pain, you gave yourselves permission to just pause? What if you tried living separately, not to escape, but to actually listen to yourself again? We're not talking about abandonment. We're not talking about punishment. And we are definitely not talking about manipulation. We're talking about a conscious, time-limited separation for at least 6 months. A separation with clear boundaries, no emotional games, no third-party involvement, and a shared intention. Clarity, not revenge. So why can this help? First, emotional regulation returns. Distance reduces the constant triggers. Your nervous system finally gets a chance to calm down. You can think without being in fight or flight mode. Clarity simply cannot exist inside chaos. Second, your identity becomes clear again. Many people realize during a separation, I completely lost myself while trying to save this relationship. Being alone helps you reconnect with your own needs, your limits, and your emotional patterns. You start to remember who you are outside of the conflict. Third, absence reveals the truth. When all the noise stops, the truth gets much louder. Some people realize, I don't miss the conflict, I truly miss the person. Others realize, I feel so much more peaceful and like myself when I'm alone. Both of these realizations are incredibly valuable. They are both truth. And finally, decisions become conscious, not reactive. After months of emotional distance, the question changes. It's no longer, can I survive this marriage? It becomes, do I truly want to rebuild this relationship, or is it time to let it go with dignity? That small shift in perspective makes all the difference. Now, this part is critical. A separation like this only works if it has a clear time frame. Communication rules must be defined and respected. If children are involved, they must be emotionally protected above all else. And ideally, professional guidance from a therapist or counselor is involved to provide structure. Without structure, separation just becomes avoidance. But with structure, it can become a powerful tool for healing. Divorce is permanent. A pause is not. Sometimes the bravest thing a couple can do is to stop hurting each other long enough to see clearly again. Whether you come back together stronger or move forward separately with peace, clarity is a gift you both deserve. If this message resonated with you, you're not alone. MindSnap is here to explore relationships with depth, psychology, and compassion. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more mindful relationship insights. Because clarity changes everything.